Granny loved to drive. Her father taught her how to drive when she was 10 years old. She always had a car. Her brother was a chauffeur and he worked for people who owned a car dealership. He could always get a deal on a car for my grandmother. And so she always would have a car, and she had this wonderful Woody, and we would come down from Boston. In the old days we came on the train, but when she was finally able to drive us all down, we would get all the way to Woods Hole, and then she would tell us, and we had the dog in the car, and whatever else she found that she wanted to bring to the island, okay? Which was
5 kids.
With 5 kids, and food and clothes and, you know, a new sewing machine or whatever she wanted to bring. So we would get to Woods Hole, and she would tell us to get under the blanket. And she would drive on the boat as one passenger and a car. And Sheba, the dog Sheba, would be under the blanket with us. You know, can you imagine? I don't know how we survived because you had to, and because it was important to Granny that we be under that blanket to get out. And then once we got on the boat and you could get out and just go upstairs and just breathe in the air and watch, you know, see the sea. It was just wonderful.
That's exactly what we did when we were going. My father did. Well, when we got down to the ferry, okay, girls, get here. Here's the towels, get under the towels.
Oh, God, that's obviously people had to do it in those days. Right. It was, you know, it wasn't, you know, the money was so tight that they could even get to come here. But leaving, you can imagine packing up the house for the winter, because the house wasn't winterized in those days, and getting in the car with the dog and the kids and the clothes and everything, and getting out on time to catch a boat. We left Labor Day, but for some reason or other, whenever we had to go to Vineyard Haven, and I can remember mostly going to Vineyard Haven to leave, going to Vineyard Haven and knowing you were late, and Granny's got her pedal to the metal. I mean, and she wasn't a good driver to begin with. There are stories about her driving too, but we would get to the Oak Bluff, where the Oak Bluff side of the bridge starts, and she would start beeping the horn. We're coming.
And would you guys yell out the window, wait for us, wait for us?
Oh, yeah. It was part of the party. It was part of the plan, you know. Here comes Granny again, wait, you know. And I guess they would say, what the heck is coming over the bridge, you know. It was just the Coleman clan. And darn if they wouldn't wait a little bit. I mean, they, you know, that's the part of what you miss, you know, nowadays, is that there were just certain things that went on because it was a community, you know? I mean, and I'm sure nobody at the boat said, oh, here comes Luella. They were very considerate of the people who were riding back and forth. When my sister Stephanie passed away, she wanted her ashes buried at sea, in the ocean between Woods Hole and the island. And in those days, they would stop the boat in the middle of the water, middle of the trip, so that you could throw the ashes on the side. They did. That's what they did. So.